Welcome to Mason-Dixon Metal Detecting. Come with us and explore the deep and rich history of the Mason-Dixon. In this video, I'm looking for a Civil War camp. When the Civil War soldiers come through this area, they camp nearby. So I suspect they might have camped down in this river bottom. And so that's what I'm doing down here. But I discover there's something else down here other than a campsite. You'll see what I mean. Here it is. I don't know the date of this bridge, but it's pretty old. It's pretty old. It's all stone. It's pretty cool. This is an old property here. It could be back to the 1700s, but I'm guessing that this was 1807 would be my guess, but I don't know that for sure. Neat old bridge. Well, I was warned. The property owner told me this is crawling with ticks down here. Look at that. This is on my rubber boots. Look at them. They're everywhere. I didn't have any spray, but I thought, rubber boots will do it. I don't think rubber boots are going to do it. They are everywhere on both my boots. That's crazy. All right. Well, no detecting here today. I got to get some spray. Well, it's a pretty morning out here for the summertime. It's kind of cool for a change. Let's see if we can find anything out in these cow pasture here. All right. This one sounds pretty good. The number's a little lower now that I do it with the camera on. But I think that could be a bullet. Could be trash too. I would love it to be a bullet. I haven't found anything Civil War here yet, but we'll see. I see gravel, like might have been dirt brought in. It's in the plug. All right. Let's see here. It's right there, whatever it is. It's bigger than what I was thinking it was going to be. Yep. Bigger piece of lovely aluminum. Lovely. All right. Well, can't win them all. Well, I started out all the way over the other end of the field over there, and I made my way all the way down here to this corner. When I got in this corner, I've hit a pile of ticks. There's little tiny ticks. They're all over my boots, and I sprayed my boots and my pants and everything all off. So I'm already deep in it. So it ain't like I can change what I'm doing. I'm already here. Look, there's one right there on my boot. They're everywhere. But I'm already in them. So I'm gonna detect my way out. I just flick them off as I see them come up my boots. I stop every few minutes. Anyway, I have a hole here, and there's something in it. Right there. I don't know if it's any... Shh, quiet. I don't know if that's good or not, but I suspect it is. It looks like a coin, maybe. It's either a coin or a dandy, I think. Whatever it is, it looks old. It's a dandy. Awesome. That made this tick gauntlet a lot better. Now, put something on it. I don't see anything on it. But I found a dandy. There used to be an old road not far from where I'm standing up here in the woods. So somewhere right up there, I'm guessing it can't be more than maybe 50 yards or so. There used to be an old road. So I don't know if this has to do with being the farming or if it had to do with the road, but there's a 1700 standy button. That is awesome. after enduring all these ticks. All right, now let's see if we can find some more. I stopped and took a picture of the tip of my boot. This is just a small sample of what I was enduring with all these ticks. It was crazy. Well, that corner is where I found all the ticks, and I got the dandy about halfway between here and that corner, and I'm coming up the edge here, hoping to get out of the ticks, and it doesn't seem like I am. There are just as many ticks on my boots now as there was in the corner. I went all the way across this whole field without getting any. Then I got over here and they're everywhere. And unfortunately, this is where I'm finding stuff. So I just dug this hole. It's like a 50 signal, and I had a clump and I broke it in half, and this is what I see. So it looks like we got ourselves a button. That's what she is. Green button. So there's stuff out here to be found. I don't know why that's over here. Hopefully, maybe there's a home site somewhere here. Have to see how far in the property, if this is the property line, the fence line, or if that goes up in the woods farther. I don't know. I think that's the property line, which means I'd have to ask the neighbor to poke around in the woods, but I ain't gonna be poking around with all these ticks around. I'll have to wait until the winter till they're all gone. 'Cause this is pretty horrific. I would go home right now, but I'm got a heck of a walk out of here, so I might as well just work my way out. So at least I'm finding something. This is pretty cool. Now, right here, I thought I was digging a can, and I dug something old and coppery. I think, I don't know for sure, but I think that this mangled up piece of metal here, I think that is a canteen. I don't know for sure. I got a buddy who should be able to tell me, but it looks, I think it's a canteen. Unfortunately, I hit the daylights out of it on the one end, but it was already destroyed by the plow. The majority of the destruction was from the plow, not from me, but I did hit it. I thought I was digging a can, and I'm dealing with all these ticks. My tolerance is pretty low for digging cans, but I was gonna dig it anyway, and I come up with that. And then right beside that, I get a signal, and now I'm digging a little more carefully, and I have something right here, right there in green. I have no idea what it is, but I've seen it pop out. Is it anything good, or is it more? It looks to be more of that canteen from the plow. That's what it is. I think this was a canteen, and this is a part of it. The plow had cut it up, hit it many times, it looks like, but I think that's an old canteen. Let's see if I can find some more. Maybe if I could find a spout, that would confirm it. Well, these ticks are making it very difficult to detect in here. I can't do anything the way I normally do. I can't see anything on the ground. I have to patrol my boots. There's one on my boot again. I have to patrol my boots every couple minutes to get them, to swipe them off, because there's just so many of them, and they're just attacking me. So anyway, all that being said, I get a signal in here. It's right there. It's pretty loud and pretty big. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm gonna show you what it is here in a second. I'm gonna come back here in a minute because I gotta rearrange and lean my stuff against the fence, because I can't lay it down in the grass because I'll get ticks all over it. It's right there. I think it is a piece of that canteen. The plow had busted it pretty badly before I got to it, but I do believe that that is part of a canteen. It's spread across here. Where I had dug the other one was, I don't know, 50 feet away or so. The other major part, I found a couple little pieces around it. I think this is another piece of it. I see a little piece laying down in the hole. So, well, love it to have been whole, but it's still pretty interesting. that's what it is. I'll be interested to see if I can get this confirmed, but I think that's a canteen. Well, if you're enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing and hitting a like, and come back in 2 weeks and I'm going to have another full-length video out. Thanks. So this might be something other than a piece of canteen. I don't know. It sounds a little different. And I think I see discoloration in the soil here. There it is. Whatever it is, it's green. Oh, whoops. Ought to be watching, showing you what I'm doing instead of... Is this a penny? I believe it is. Is it Indian or is it Flying Eagle? I'm pretty sure this is Civil War related. Alright, well, let me wipe it off on my pants and I'll come right back. It's an Indian. I can just see the feathers sticking out at the top. It's a thin one though. She ain't thick. So anyway, that's a cool find. That's a cool find. I'll clean it up and hopefully we can get the date off of it, but I doubt it. It's pretty crusty. Well, I think I would have to guess that this is Civil War related. It's a metal bowled spoon. So I'm guessing that was part of the camp. They probably broke the handle off and said, heck with it, and just tossed it. Be my guess. So I dug the hole. My routine is I dig the hole, then I clean my boots off of ticks, and then I look for whatever's in there. Well, I went to grab the pinpointer, and I look, and I can see a coin right there. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely a coin. Right here in the light a little bit. Oh, that's not the coin that I was looking for. It's a memorial. Well, I am getting a little closer to the road. That's disappointing. Disappointing indeed. I gotta make it quick. This noise is beside the road. But there's what I think is a canteen. That's what I found of it. I believe that's a canteen. There's what I believe is a camp spoon. And somewhere in here, I think this is it. I think this was my penny from the camp. The other things that I found, unfortunately, were two memorial pennies. A dandy button, and this little button here, a little flat button. Can't see if it's got a back mark on it or not, but it looks maybe a little more modern. This could be something to do with the Civil War. This is obviously before the Civil War. Still got a shank on there, smashed over it. Don't see anything on it. I found this early on, a piece of lead, flat piece of lead. I hit it just slightly, but it doesn't have anything on it that I can tell. But this is the manufactured edge. I can tell that, but I don't know what that is. And the story of the day with the ticks. So what I can tell you is this isn't worth yes, it isn't worth that at all. I just bought it, and I figured it should help a little bit. If that helped at all, it would, I don't know. I could have thrown a can at them and had a better success, I think. I had well over 200 ticks on me today. It could have been 300. So out in that field, it's just solid ticks everywhere you go. I saw one on a blade of grass. I was bending over to mess with a hole, and I pulled the blade of grass, and it was 5 ticks on one blade of grass. It's pretty horrific out there. I won't do it again. I did not until the ticks are gone. I didn't realize they were as bad as they were until I got all the way in the back, and then by then I was already in the back, all the way in the back. So I learned my lesson. It was I think I kept them off of me. I had to stop every 2 to 3 minutes to keep them off of me, but it was an ordeal. Well, after getting home and talking to my buddy, I don't think that was a canteen. It looks like a canteen, but when all the research I do, I can't find any Civil War canteens that were copper. So I don't know what this is, and I'm not even sure that it's Civil War era. Maybe it was a canteen, and maybe it was World War II. I don't know, but I don't believe it was a Civil War canteen. But there was definitely some old stuff down there, and it's going to be worth going back and hitting it again at some point in time. But I'm going to wait until those ticks are gone. They were really horrific. It was hard to describe, but the little bit you saw on video was a mere pittance of how many were out there. It was incredible. I didn't get any on me. I was successful. I kept them off of me, but it wasn't the repellent that was keeping them off of it. It was just my vigilance and trying to get them off my boots. So I'm still on the hunt for my next video. I'm looking at a new site for some camps, and you come back in 2 weeks and see what I find. Thanks.